with Tan and Eric. The topic for today's tea time is...
I don't have anything wrong.
Guys, we wanted to come in. We know it's kind of old news right now, but we just really felt compelled to come in and kind of address, give you our thoughts, our views on the whole Tyrese rant as it regards to women and their bodies.
So who is Tyrese? For those of you who might not know who Tyrese is.
Well, when's the last time he was in anything? But anyway.
He's in Fast and the Furious a lot.
All right,
yeah,
so
Fast and the Furious. Transformers, one of our favorite movies.
All right, well, fine. I guess he's working.
Yeah, it started out as an R&B singer, probably back in the 90s, kind of transitioned to acting. And you were actually, so he has a pretty active Instagram, and you would actually watch a lot of his stuff.
I followed him really heavily on Instagram, you know, once upon a time. He had some stuff that he would say that was pretty sensible.
Okay.
But as of late, I don't know, he has gone off, I guess, on the deep end. I think right now, this speech that Eric is actually going to read, he actually has this long speech that he put on his Instagram. Eric's going to read it, but he recently, you know, got married to, you know, a lovely young lady. And I don't know, several, you know, a lot of people, I think in our community, a lot of women, I guess, kind of came out and protest, I guess. I don't know how you could protest someone else's marriage, but so I think that was wrong. But a lot of women did come out in protest saying that she wasn't really black enough.
And it's interesting you say you think it was wrong to protest. And I think the lesson here is you got to be careful arguing with people. I don't argue with people on the internet or on Instagram.
No.
So I think they started off as wrong, but his response, he overreacted in his response.
Yeah, he shouldn't have even had a response.
Yeah, if he was happy in his marriage and with who he married, he should have let it go.
Why is that even something you need to address? You marry who you want to marry.
Yeah.
Why did you feel the need to even address that? But anyway, him addressing his marriage and whether his wife was really, you know, black enough led to
this rant. And I think, I don't know the whole story, so I think there might have been some rants or some back and forth with his Instagram followers before this.
Okay.
But I think this was the last thing that he Instagrammed out before he deleted a lot of this stuff. So I'm going to read it. He
actually deleted this, but Eric went and found it. So he's going to read it, and some of it, you know, cover your kids' ears if they're watching, but he's going to kind of like bleep out the parts.
Yeah, and I'm going to paraphrase. I don't think there's a lot of, I'll paraphrase. Ladies of all races who think dudes are just stupid. We know the difference in real hair and fake clip-ons. We know eyelash extensions. We know fake heart, and I'm going to use the word breasts, pointing in 4 directions with your ribs showing in the middle. Why so much separation? We know that you've got little chicken legs, and it leads to an oversized fake butt. You guys are really starting to go too far with manufactured beauty. Fake lips, skinny nose that you can barely even breathe through your own nostrils. Sitting across from you and you couldn't even hide your weave tracks? Come on. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just sending a message that us real men see the bullshit or the BS. If he decides to rock with you, it's because he wants to, and some of this is not the greatest grammar, but basically he will never take you seriously like that or really make that move because you look like a manufactured clown. Some of you have convinced yourself that it's okay because a lot of dudes try to get at you. Please let me explain. You only got your temporary fix and will continue to attract men who only want a temporary fix. Shout out to Team Natural, Team Squats, and Team Take Me As I Am. Team mature enough to consider this the harsh truth because you're single doesn't mean you're lonely. Know this. Hoes, sluts, tramps are never without a man. You're single because you have a standard and you know your actual value. I had to rip out a chapter from my New York Times best-selling book, Manology, to let y'all know us as men are much more aware and smarter than some of you think. If your beauty has been purchased, that's fine. Own it and enjoy it. Just know the real ones out here see the real. Those are not my words. I'm just reading. I didn't.
Where do I start? Let me hold that, babe.
All right.
So, per Tyrese, I am a hoe, a slut, a tramp if I'm wearing extensions. Per Tyrese, I am a hoe, a slut, a tramp if I wear lash extensions. If I get breast implants, if God forbid I've had a few children and my stomach is hanging down to my knees and I would like to go and lift it up and get it tightened. I'm a hoe, a tramp now. Oh, but I'm supposed to enjoy these things that I have done to myself after this. First off, Tyrese, who are you? Who has made you, I don't know, God's gift to women where you think it is okay, it is justified for you to go and, I don't know, delve out all of these suggestions for us ladies?
I think the term is mansplaining. Did he mansplain?
Mansplaining, really?
Yeah.
We don't need you to mansplain. We've been doing just fine, Tyrese. And furthermore, why do you think we're doing these things? I put on this lipstick for ERIK. No.
You don't do that for me?
No.
I am offended. I am hurt. I thought all of this was for me. Well, okay.
I actually like this shade of lipstick for myself, Mr. Tyrese.
Yeah.
But here's my thought on this, okay? You know, women, we're gonna do what we want to do regardless of what you, Tyrese, or any man says. And you know, if I'm going to start taking advice from a man, it's going to be from my spouse. It is not your place, Tyrese, to go and start, you know, making suggestions to us. If we feel that we want to do these things, it is our prerogative, to quote the infamous Bobby Brown. All right. Furthermore, I just think a lot of this, you know, is a hit dog will holler, as we say in the country.
Yeah, if he was happy, here's the thing. If you're happy with your wife, that's sacred. You should just go off and enjoy her. I'm not going to, again, argue back and forth about my marital decision.
Why now are you having to mansplain your way out of your marriage, the choice of woman? If you're happy, I guess he's saying that his wife looks natural. But so, you know, if you're happy with your wife, why can't, you know, my husband be happy with my extensions?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my husband isn't happy with with my acrylic nails now. You know, he's only going to be here. What did he say? This isn't going to be a long-term relationship.
This is already long-term.
This is already long-term, Tyrese.
We've been married a lot longer than he has.
Thank you. But now he's the authority on marriages and women now.
So can I give my perspective? And I got it. There's a lot to unpack here. So let me start off by saying, as a man,
how do you co-sign on any of this?
None of it. And let me explain it. First of all, coming into a marriage and watching my wife have a child, I'm gonna plead ignorance. I didn't know that babies do to the female body what they do, because I never saw that. I didn't know what it does to you guys' stomachs, your chest. So how can a man criticize a woman for wanting to maybe improve that after she has babies when we don't have
hadn't carried one
that issue?
Apricorn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second of all, I recognize
apricorn.
Apricorn. Did you say apricorn? What is it? Is that an acorn and a unicorn?
He has me so flustered.
You're mad. You're hot. I can feel the heat radiating off of you. Second of all, I recognize it, and I've started to watch like YouTube videos with you. I recognize that everything he's talking about is just another form of fashion. The hair, the makeup, all of that. It's just fashion. It's just women taking fashion to another level. And quite frankly, nobody on earth is team natural unless you're walking out of the house naked. If a guy puts on, if I go and put on a suit, it makes my shoulder looks nice. I got a button, a button down on. That's what we do as people. We're all enhancing. It's just different ways of enhancing.
Right. So is he saying his wife doesn't wear any makeup?
Yeah, she wears. I'm sure she wears makeup.
I'm sure she wears makeup.
High heel shoes. All that is. It's all illusions.
It's an illusion. When women put on the high heel shoes, now we have a perkier butt and longer legs. Yeah. Your wife isn't wearing that, Tyrese?
And I think I get what he was trying to say. I think
it's not his place.
But I think my message would be, women should be happy natural or with all the stuff on. And I agree with that, but he said it in the wrong context and he mansplained the heck out of it.
Yes, he did.
And even on this channel too, I want to point out something too. Because on this channel, we'll do like joking videos and I'll say, well, I don't like when you wear this, but we always try to keep it even. Yeah. If I talk about something I don't like that you wear, you come back and say, well, I don't like when you wear
that box of crayon, bunch of
those wonderful jogging suits that you bought.
Well.
So, we talk about preferences, but we try not to mansplain and judge. It was just too judge. Right. So recently, we went to the mall up the street here. I went to the Apple store to get some stuff. And you went to Mac, which is in the Macy's. So we finished before you, so we went and sat down in front of the Mac store. And to sit in there and just sit across from it and watch the women in there, just like like kids in a candy store.
You guys have been in Sephora and Mac. It's what we do.
The sheer joy.
But none of us women are walking in there. I know I can speak for just about all of us. When we walk in there, we're not walking in saying, "Ooh, let me get a man with this lipstick." No, I just want it.
Yeah.
I just wanted. So sorry, Tyrese. That was a fail. He has since taken down his rant. You know, as most of these celebrities do when they know they've kind of overstepped their bounds. You know, I don't know what his educational background is, but just because you are a celebrity, just because you've been in a couple of movies, you're not now, you know, a PhD psychiatrist or psychologist. Sorry.
And I think as a man, what a real man thinks is, I like you like this, but I think you look beautiful first thing in the morning. I think what everybody wants to see in a relationship, you want to see both. There's the expression, get you somebody that can do both.
Yeah.
I see you natural first thing in the morning, you're beautiful, but who doesn't like to see their partner, whether it's a man or a woman, dolled up?
Yeah, and I think also at the end of the day, whatever makes your significant other happy is wonderful. If there are two persons in the relationship are happy, then it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. And also, and we'll move on, I just think when men publicly speak about women,
you gotta
that's
be
not
careful.
a good look.
Yeah, you gotta too much mansplaining going on. And like I said, we'll do it tongue in cheek on this channel, but we always keep it even.
Yeah.
You will never see me get on here and say, I hate when women wear this, and you'll always have a comeback.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I know I did say something about your axe a few videos ago, but
and see, you're womansplaining. You are womansplaining. I wear the axe for me. That is for me. That is not for you.
Wait,
that is for me.
One of you gave Eric some suggestions for some cologne. But guys, he does have cologne. He just put that, he wears that around the house.
I wear that around the house.
He likes to smell good for me. So anyway,
like that.
we had another quick tea time topic.
So let's flip it. Let's do the opposite. So I think something you said is key. Women, and I learned this a long time ago just from being married to you. A lot of the stuff women do is, you know, because it makes you guys feel good. And I, you know, for other women in some cases.
Women like to look good for other women too.
So here's what I find is funny, and we have a local DJ here that brought this up on our radio station.
Yeah, Frank Ski.
Yeah.
Hi, Frank.
He said he had gone on his lunch break down to the bar in his office building to get a sandwich, and a woman walked up, and she had a nice dress on.
Right.
So he complimented her. He said, "Oh, that's a nice dress," and she didn't speak. And he said again, "That's a pretty dress you have on," and she still didn't speak.
So I think he kind of explained that this was her look. She looked over at him like,
"Yeah,
she pretty dressed right."
And even the bartender who was giving him the sandwich was like, "Wow, she really dissed you." So I learned this a long time ago, and you guys can tell me whether or not I'm off base. You know, I think women appreciate compliments from other women.
We love those
more so than men. And a matter of fact, if it's from a man, especially the wrong man, it can be kind of creepy.
Now, I think there is, I don't know, there's a condition that you can apply to that. I think a lot of women, you know, you take care of yourself. When you leave the house, you are very unfrumpy. You kind of get approached, you know, hit on, you know, constantly. And so when someone gives you a genuine compliment, you're kind of like, psh, yeah, whatever, dude.
Yeah, so even if a man is being genuine, he's not trying to hit on you. You've been kind of get harassed so much.
Yeah, harassed, I think is a better word. I think if women were approached by more men being more respectable, I think women would be more open to accept a compliment. But when you get just dudes that are just nasty, day after day after day, just very crude, very rude, abrasive guys, your Tyreses, you know, it's like, you know, I don't want to hear anything you have to say, because I know that compliment is going to be followed up with a, can I get your number? So
obviously, guys, you know, my wife is the UnFrumpy mom, and she does a lot of little projects around the house. So you spend a lot of time at Home Depot and Lowe's, and you
I love to craft and, you know, refurb things. And so when I go to Home Depot or Lowe's,
you've had some problems.
I get harassed
with the workers.
Yeah, with the guys working there. I can remember one time, and I think I spoke about this you know, a few videos ago, that there was an instance that happened at Lowe's where we actually had to call the manager, the store manager.
And you had your ring on, and basically the guy was saying, because these, you know, she goes without me, obviously.
Yeah.
And so you had your ring on, and the guy who was from another country, another culture, basically was inferring that you shouldn't be there by yourself as a woman.
Where's your husband?
Yeah.
He lets you leave the house.
Yeah.
He lets you come and comes to a hardware store without you. Like,
yeah, like really.
I didn't know I needed an escort.
Yeah, I think I can understand why, you know, in an ideal world, men should be able to be chivalrous and give compliments and open doors. But I can understand on the flip side of that why you become jaded after a
Yeah,
while.
I think what needs to happen is, you know, you guys need to talk to your friends, your male friends,
Yeah.
and say, hey, you know, maybe you need to, you know, check
Tone it
up on
down a
how
little bit.
you approach
Yeah.
women. You know what I'm saying? You're making it hard out here for a single guy.
So let me ask you this, babe.
Yeah.
I'm in the store, right? And maybe, so I go to Home Goods with you sometimes. And I'm on a different aisle from you. We're on different sides of the store. And a young lady walks by me and I say, oh, wow, that's a really nice dress you have on. If you heard that as my wife, would you be offended that I complimented her? And I'm not trying to hit on her, I just